Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Samantha. Thank you so much for joining me. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how often you should apply your scalp oils depending on your goal. So scalp oils can be used for different things in a hair care regimen. So you can use it either as a scalp emollient, so that's just to keep your scalp nice and supple and prevent dryness, cracking and irritation. And you can also use scalp oils for promoting hair growth, stimulating hair growth, and you can also use scalp oils to actually encourage new growth. So this is when you're regrowing your hair. So the reason I wanted to share this video is because I found on this journey that it's not just about having good products. You've got to have a good regimen, a solid regimen, and a plan in order for you to actually see results and achieve your goals. So when I started out, I was confused and I was just using the oils, any old how, and I was just wondering why I wasn't seeing results. But then when I started doing more research and I found more information about actually how to use the products that you've got, so how to use the scalp oils, I started seeing results. So it's about getting the right product and also consistency and also using it the right way. So hopefully this video will make things a lot clearer for you and you'll find it helpful. So first of all, I'm going to talk about using a scalp oil as a scalp emollient. So whilst the scalp is able to produce its own oil, which is called sebum, every scalp is going to be different. So there are some people who produce a lot of sebum, and these are called high sebum producers. And then there are some people whose scalp, unfortunately, does not produce enough sebum, and these people will unfortunately experience really dry, flaky, irritated, uncomfortable scalp, which can be really awful. And in this situation, using a scalp oil can be so beneficial because it can help then to keep your scalp nice and supple and comfortable and prevent dryness, cracking, irritation, and the rest of it. So it's still important to use a penetrating oil in this situation because you still want the scalp to be able to absorb the oil rather than the oil to just sit on the scalp, because that would just lead to product buildup and the problems that come with that. And in this situation, I would say use the oil as and when necessary, or you can just use it once a week. That'll be more than enough. But if your scalp is particularly dry, then you may need to apply it maybe twice a week or even 3 times a week. Now, when you're using the scalp oil to promote growth, so let's say you've got your hair follicles, they are working, and you just want to give them a little bit of a boost to stimulate faster hair growth, then applying the scalp oil once, twice, or even 3 times a week is enough. You don't need to apply it more than 3 times a week. And the reason is because your hair follicles are actually healthy. All they're needing is a little bit of a boost. And if you flood them, in this case, with the hair stimulants or, in the hair growth oil, actually they can go into shock and then stop working. So then that becomes counterproductive. So there is a difference between hair growth and regrowth, and right now we're talking about just promoting growth. And I know sometimes we are tempted to think that the more of a good thing you give to your hair, etc., the better the results you get. But actually, when it comes to growth and using hair oil or hair growth oil just to promote growth, less can be more. So what you want is to give the hair follicles the stimulants and then give them time to actually work and metabolize these nutrients and the scalp circulation to get optimal. And then as it's coming down, you've given it a little bit of a peak, it's coming down, that's when you give more. So you don't just give stimulus, because they're going to get tired, they're going to go into shock, and then they'll stop working altogether. And then, you've done nothing but just wasted your time. So it's much more effective to apply the oil 2 to 3 times a week if you're just promoting hair growth. And then when it comes to regrowing hair and bald patches, well, as you can imagine, that is an extreme situation, and therefore you're going to need extreme measures. So instead of applying it once or twice a week or even 3 times a week, when you're trying to regrow your hair in bald patches, you need to apply the oil every single day. So you only apply to the bald patches. You don't need to apply it to all of your scalp. Some of it will go all over your scalp eventually. You know, oil is going to flow. But when you're applying, just focus on the bald patch and massage the oil in for about 4 or 5 minutes. Because you're massaging every single day, you don't want to go overboard, you know, and massage for 10-15 minutes. That's not necessary. The massaging, one is going to stimulate scalp circulation, which is going to be the basis of, you know, resuscitating your hair follicles. But also, as you're massaging, you're going to widen the hair follicles so that one, they absorb more of the oil and therefore the ingredients. And if the hair follicles had shrunken because of something like DHT, then again you're going to widen them and start to open them up so that they start to work. So one thing that I also want to mention at this point is that if you're applying oil every single day to your scalp in order for you to regrow hair in the bald patches, it does mean that you need to wash your hair more frequently. Washing your hair once a week is fine. So if you're the kind of person who washes their hair once a week, then that's fine. You don't need to change your routine. But if you're the kind of person who usually washes their hair once every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks, then I know some people wash their hair once every month or 2 months, then you definitely need to change your routine, because you need to apply the oil to clean scalp in order for the oil to be effective. The oil will attract dust and dirt. That's inevitable. And that, on top of more oil, is just going to lead to buildup. And the buildup will then clog your pores, it'll clog up your hair follicles, and in fact will then either reduce the rate of hair growth or stop hair growth altogether. So then that becomes counterproductive. So you do need to make sure that you're cleaning your scalp thoroughly. And I would actually recommend you use scalp massager or shampoo brush, and then make sure once in a while you're clarifying your scalp to make sure that you remove all traces of buildup, and then you apply the oil to clean skin or clean scalp. If you're worried about whether or not this will lead to hair dryness, don't worry. What you just need to do is make sure that you use the moisturizing shampoo from time to time, and also make sure you use moisturizing deep conditioners. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found it useful. And if you have any questions at all, don't forget you can leave your questions in the comment section, or you can contact me on Instagram and Facebook, and I will make sure that I get back to you. Thank you so much to everybody who subscribed to the channel so far. Really appreciate your love and support. If you've not yet subscribed, then please subscribe, and also please give the video a thumbs up. That really helps to support my channel. And don't forget to click the bell so that you are always notified whenever I have a new video on the channel, or I have a new post in the community tab. So thank you, my lovelies. I will see you very soon with another video. Until then, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and God bless. Bye for now.